welcome. Oh, I should put headphones in so I look actually like a streamer. And I should plug the headphones set in. You know what? Off to a rough start, but I can promise you it could start much rougher. I've recorded 2 videos, and I'm not going to be using either of them. The first one, I wasn't proud of. I was like, you know what? That wasn't a great video. It did nothing. I didn't make any jokes. I didn't do anything silly. I just kind of sat there and talked, mailed it in. So I filmed it, and then I went to I coached, and I went to my kids' practice. Like, I coached the kids. I don't have any kids. And I came back. I'm like, you know what? It's late. It was like 9:20ish. I'm like, you know what? I will record one episode. It'll be 10 o'clock, and then I'll go to bed. Find my donkey butt. I don't want to swear yet because I'm barely a minute in. Find my donkey butt. Hitting end recording. Looking down. Finding out I was muted the whole time. So that's 2 videos that will never see the light of day. All because I'm a silly goober. Which is okay. Being a silly little goober is fine. But it just doesn't make for a good professional career. Until people pay you overpower things, you know, to be a silly little goober. Till then, you're just a idiotic silly little goober. On a side note, as I mentioned, I like to record these during my lunches. I don't like to, I kind of have to. So this is now going to be titled Cooking with Brandon. Because I have, and I'll show you what I'm making. It's going to be a pizza, and it's going to be delicious, and you're going to all be super jealous. You'll be like, oh, I wish I was that cool like Brandon. I should have combined you two, actually. Because he can cook, he can clean. Apparently he can't turn the lights on, though. So I'm going to have to get up and look around to see if, or at least go up and finish making it. Because it's in the oven right now. The first part of it, at least. Perfect. Ooh. Why are you still frozen? Reroll. Frick out of here. You could get sold next. And you, if we don't get a horse, no ponytas, that's alright. But yeah, like, I thought I had some great little bits in there. You know what it is, truly? It's the second time I talked about Cuba for a full episode and just didn't notice that I was muted the whole time. When I first got back, I did a stream, and the first hour, I was muted. Again, it didn't really matter because I had no viewers, which is, again, perfectly fine. Sell. We're going to buy you. We're going to sell you. We'll give it to you. Give me a horse. Let's go. That's nice. Boop. Ooh, that's interesting. So we can sell you. Buy you. Juice me, squeeze me. But yeah, it was the second time that I recorded literally anything about Cuba, talking about it, and being muted the whole time. So I'll essentially tell you again, because it was basically just a year review, since it's November, and this is my first year living on my own, essentially. Like, I've lived outside of my parents' home for a while, but I'm really glad you don't. That's weird, you don't trigger during. But yeah, so like in May, I remember point blank, it was a bitter cold. There's a lot to the story. It was a bitter cold winter, and I was like, you know what? My sister went to Cuba this last year actually, and hasn't stopped talking about it and wants me to go with them, her and her fiance. And I'm like, I don't know. Okay, maybe later. And then late May, it hadn't snowed for like a week. I'm like, oh, it's finally going to be summer because it's been really fucking cold. and it's my first Northern Ontario winter. Everyone has the audacity to say it's been a mild winter. Fuck out of here. So I look out the window and it starts snowing again. And I have a vacation the next week. And I'm like, fuck this. I'm leaving. Vacation in 2 weeks. So that weekend, I go back home. My sister convinces me to buy a Cuba resort. Not actually buy a Cuban resort, but you know what I'm saying. And we'll buy. I don't want to buy you yet, so we'll just freeze you as well. And we'll buy this. So find my dumbass purchasing a Cuba resort ticket for $600. Don't get me wrong, like, it was a steal. I think it was 5 days, but like you showed up late one day and you left early the next, which is fine. Don't get me wrong, I had a great time. But it was such late notice that I didn't have any friends to go with me, so I went by myself, which is okay. Nothing wrong with going by yourself. We found out that the Mantis is good, so we'll keep you around. And we'll sell you soon, I guess. That's good. And then, hold on, I gotta go check up on my meal. See those quick fucking feet there? So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, going to Cuba. So beautiful. We'll sell you. We will sell you. We will also sell you. We'll buy you. We'll buy you. We'll buy you. Now I guess we don't need to have 3. So we'll have you. Whew, I ran too quickly there. But yeah, so I went to Cuba by myself. First day, I'm just there chilling. I'm just watching sitting on the beach with probably too much alcohol running through my system, but that's besides the point. Just relaxing. I don't know anybody there. So there's no need. Ooh, what a turn of events. So I should have told you first. Actually, we'll keep you for right now. That's fine. You know what? Yes. Yes. Sell. Buy me. I'm gonna have to sell something. I fricked up. I don't want to sell you. No. I'd be okay if you die, but I don't want you to die. Hopefully he attacks here. I don't think he will. So the first day, by myself, just relaxing, chilling, acting all cool, shooting some b-ball outside of Cuba. And then the next day, I kind of do the same thing, and I'm like, oh no, like I'm not gonna have a good time here because I'm too scared to actually go up and talk to people. It's actually very scary. Fuck me. Oh. What? Okay. We'll buy you just for right meow. And then this is not going to go well. And then the next day, near the end of the day, they're having a beach party. And so I go there early just to go see, maybe get drunk to see and talk to people because I'm like, let's try and meet people. That's what you're here there. You make friends. No one's there. I'm not talking to anybody. Scared as it can be. So I leave, and I bump into someone who I actually talked to in a line, being like, oh, hey, yeah, I'm from Toronto, yada, yada, yada. He's from Muskoka. So we talk. That's about pretty much the conversation. I bump into him again at the end of the day. He's hammered. Like, full-on hammered. So I go to the party with him, back to the beach party. He introduces me to other people because he's really good at, like, he's like, I will talk to anybody, yada, yada, yada. He introduces me to other people he's met earlier. And their names are Tony and Kyle. And I'm not joking when I say these guys are some of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. You mother truckers. Where Kyle, I think he works in HVAC. And he's just a redneck from Owen Sound. He's the funniest human being alive. He's just like, he's the kind of person, he told, sums him up. I was talking about how I would fly to Alaska when I played college hockey. He's just like, I'd fly to Alaska. And he said, yeah, so you'd fly down to Alaska. I'm like, no, you fly up. It's north of Alabama. And he was just like, you're telling me when you fly up in the sky, everything's not down? I'm like, God fucking damn it, he's right. In all the wrong ways. So it's not like I want to give him credit. But to give you a little backstory on these guys, I booked the flight or the resort a couple days in advance, probably a week in advance. These motherfuckers were hammered the night before. We're like, oh, do you want to book a flight to Cuba? So they ordered it, or they bought it at like 2 a.m. The flight was at like, I don't know, 2 p.m. the next day. So they had 12 hours. Kyle didn't bring what he calls the S's. He didn't bring swimming suit, sunscreen, sunglasses. He had a hat. And this is his logic. He's just like, this is a sunburn test. If it's red and you slap it and it doesn't hurt, you ain't sunburned. If you hurt, that's when you put sunscreen on. I'm like, ugh, I think your logic's a little flawed there. Again, just to give you a gist on what these people are like. Extremely funny, very, like, nice. Like, and this guy would rip cigarettes like a new one every 10 minutes and being like, I'm in Cuba. He had to buy like 4 packs of Cuban cigarettes and he's just like, these are ass. I just need them right now. And he showed me his tattoo of so the first day I met him, I'm sorry I'm getting distracted. There's a lot going on here to keep up with the story because there's a lot of moving parts in the story. We'll go a level 2. We'll combine you. I'd like you to have it. Ollie oxen free. No, thank you. The owl. Sure. Just because I like the apples. Apples are yum yum in my tum tum. 2. You're not really useful to me. No, I can't go you. We could sell you. But why would I do that? I'll just get an apple for you. Okay. So the first day I meet them, we hang out at the party. We're just drinking, shooting the shit, and then the party's done. So we go back to the main area where they have a bar that's open 24/7. And holy shit. And we just end up shooting the shit there. And we're up till like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. And Tony's just like, tell him about your tattoo. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to go check on my food. Yum, 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 yum. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it real well, but it's a homemade pizza. But okay, so I'm going to try and finish the story now. And there's loads of stories from Cuba, but it's just the little ones I'm trying to get through. So Tony's like, hey, Kyle, show him your tattoo. And again, I've known these human beings for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. He shows me the worst tattoo I have ever seen in my life. I have a picture of it. I don't know if I can show it on the camera because it won't really look that good. It doesn't look good anyways, but it says, hold on, where is it? It says PBR. And I'm like, isn't that a beer? He's like, Pat's Blue Ribbons. He's like, that's not it either. So he goes, let's see if you can see how it is the worst tattoo ever. He's telling me the story. He's just like, yeah, so I was drinking with my friends, and they, and I knew that he had a tattoo gun because I was there when he bought it on Amazon, and he bought Indian ink, like ink from India. I was like, okay, that's interesting. That's weird. I don't really see that too often. And then he's telling me about it. He's just like, yeah, so I passed out, and then I woke up with like a bunch of Sharpie markers all over me. And I tried to wash them off, and this one didn't come off. And so he was telling me just like, yeah, so like I have a tattoo now, and it's upside down. Like, it's not the right way. It's upside down on his arm too, which makes it even better. So I'm literally in tears. I don't laugh that hard, but I was laughing so fucking hard at this guy that I had to get up, take a lap, and come back. And he started talking again. I had to leave again because I was like, I'm laughing too much. So then he's just like, hey, and I was like, you ever think about getting it laser removed? And he's just like, why would I do that? See, even the game audio's been off. Like, I've never thought about that until right now. And I'm like, yeah, it's probably a good idea that you do that. And he's like, it's just too much time and effort. He's just like, if I ever get questioned about it, I just say preservation before rewards. And I'm like, what? So essentially, this train has gone off the rail because I'm trying to tell the story and there's too many like moving parts, and I keep getting distracted by laughing at them. That's Tony. That's Kyle. You one of a kind. All right, back to the game. Let's actually try and do something here. I don't know why I keep doing this strat. It never works. Just get out of here. I don't know. Is that how that works? But you know what else I was thinking about? since I work in a job where I have to contact people a lot and I get credit for contacting people, or not credit, but I was like, you know what? You know the best way to contact people, and like if they message me, I log that. If I message them back, I log that. I'm like, you know what the best way of getting a lot of logs is? If I just don't reply to people, they seem to get very mad and message me more, which just makes me more money. Explain that, Bezos. Stupid. You're good. Intern, we'll sell you next. And the other like random thoughts I have are, hey, since I've been playing a lot of Jedi, like Star Wars, I have to type it out a lot. It's a very satisfying word to type because all you need is the left top half of the keyboard. Motherfuckers be looking down right now, I can tell you that. They'd be like, what are you talking about? Oh my god, you can spell Star Wars in just that top left corner. Not my first rodeo, kids. Not my first rodeo. But I don't want you to get buffed again, though. I'd rather you get buffed. I think that's how that would work. Yes, that's a good one. That's a good one, too. The snail would have been nice as well. The pizza's a little crispier than I usually like it, but this is cooking with Brandon, so it's gonna happen. You get what you get and you're happy about it. SMR about it too. But it was really, really nice. Because as I mentioned last episode, I got home and I was like, okay, you know what? I need to film the next episode because I need to get one in advance so I don't. So when I film at lunch, I can just post yesterday's and then have. So I'll videotape this one, post this one tomorrow. So when I record tomorrow, I can just post. I can schedule that for the next day. So I'm always at least one day ahead. But again, it was muted, so I gotta delete it. But it was truly awesome because I got to the end and I was talking about like, oh, no one's gonna watch this anyways. What does it matter? Blah, 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 blah. Just trying to be a little bit silly. I hate that fucking sound. Just trying to be a little bit silly. And then I go to look at it and I had 10 views on it. And that was really, really awesome because I've posted, I don't know, let's see. How many videos do I have? Because like, I went to look at it and it was just like, yeah, like, congratulations, you have a new most popular video. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? No, I don't. And it had little confetti on it. I was like, oh my god. Like, I got views yesterday. Today I got a view at 5 a.m. I got 2 at 4 a.m. Wow. Your boy is going to the moon. Jump on now. Get me while I'm not cool. Because it could be too late. And it was nice because I got a win in that one. You'll never see it. Seal is very good. I think it's better than you. I do want you as well. Because 4, 2, 2, 4, 5. Okay, never mind. You're not that great for me. Let's reroll. Beautiful. But yeah, like, that was the first video that I had legitimately people viewing it. And right now I have, where was it? It said the average duration is 7 minutes of it. And I'm like, what the fuck? People were watching me for 7 minutes. It was actually awesome. It was really fun to get that little surprise. I know you don't get the genuine, like view of me seeing it for the first time, but still, it was really awesome because my other video that has like 10 views was me clicking on it to see if it had any views. Maybe you and I could go somewhere. Maybe it'd be better. Take your fast car and keep on driving. Ooh. Just because we have so many things that can juice you, squeeze you, you know? Yeah, I don't think this is going to get more than like 7 wins. I'd be lucky to get 7 wins, essentially. I'm going to finish this episode, eat, and then I gotta go back to work. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. No, thank you. I think you can go. You haven't leveled up enough. It sucks because I'm like, I have to be so much more prepared now than I used to be. I can just come home and stream if I wanted to. Now I'm like, oh, fuck. If I'm going to stream or, like, record, I'm going to have meals ready. I'm going to have this prepared. Oh, if I want to go to the gym after work, I'm going to have to get that ready, too. I'm like, fuck. I have to adult now. And it's truly bullshit because I said it earlier today to my coworkers. I'm like, I'm nearly 30. I'm an adult. And I'm like, I'm just a child, though. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying my best here. That's some gourmet shit, Billy. Okay, Jaws. Jaws. That's really nice, though. Now what do you get? You get +4, +4. That is huge. What did I say? I didn't think I was going to get more than 7 wins. But again, this game's all about scaling up, and once you get past that, you can fairly easily get... I'm screwed, though. Hold up. Fuck you. Okay, well, it's been real. It's been fun. It has been real fun. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your wife, tell your girlfriend, tell your girlfriend's boyfriend. King Loser back in town. Peace.